Hello and welcome to another tutorial. My name is SLAZ and today we will be drawing a block letter piece with a stone effect. So for this tutorial you will be needing your alphabet sheet and the following materials: a ruler, pencil, eraser, biro, 2 felt tips, one dark and one light, ideally grey, but you could also do this in 2 shades of brown, and an optional white gel pen. You will also need a black felt tip or a Sharpie with a fine point. Think of a word containing 4 letters to write. Then draw a rectangle and divide it into 4 equal squares. Once you have done this, get your alphabet sheet and draw your 4 letters into those squares. Next, draw your 3D, this time going down to the right. And whilst we're still using a pencil, at this stage make any other adjustments to your letters until you feel you are happy with how they look. If you have found the steps so far in this video hard to keep up with, it's because we've already covered them in great detail in the previous videos. Don't worry though, the rest of the video will be quite slow by comparison, and if you haven't seen them already, I recommend you go back and watch the earlier videos. Once you're happy with the way your letters are looking, it is time to start adding a cracked stone effect to them. Try to make all of the cracks flow across the lower half of the letters. Don't do too many of them either, just 1 or 2 per letter is usually enough. For inspiration, I recommend looking at real-world examples of cracked stonework. For example, cracked paving slabs in the street often have a really good pattern you can use in your letters. Because we're using pencil at this stage, it is easy to rub out the mistakes and make corrections. Start going around the edges of the letters with your biro. Make the edge of the letter slightly jagged. This really helps give the impression that the stone letter is damaged and falling apart. Continue around all of the letters like this, adding those additional little jagged bits where the cracks meet the edges of the letter. Once you have finished outlining the letters, it is time to go in and start drawing the cracks with the pen. Now it's time to go and draw the 3D with the pen. Now erase all of the remaining pencil marks. Now make the outline around the edge of the word thicker by going around it with the biro. Get your light grey felt tip, and now we can start colouring in the letters. When colouring in large areas with a felt tip pen, it is good to do short individual lines of colour. This saves ink and also stops the paper getting shredded. Now get the black felt tip and proceed to colour in all of the 3D. Now get your dark grey pen and start going around the edges of the letter. Instead of going all the way around the edges, you only want to be going around the left and the lower sides of the letter. This is to create a shadow effect. Imagine the light is coming from the top right, so the shadows will fall on the lower left. You also apply this effect to the cracks and the lines within the letter. All that remains now is to put an outline around it. However, before we do that, I'm going to use the white gel pen to add some highlights quickly. If you don't have a white gel pen, don't worry about it. We're going to pick up the rest of the tutorial immediately afterwards. With the white gel pen, we're just going to add highlights in the opposite direction to the shadows. This really helps give the stone effect a really three-dimensional quality. Continue this effect for the entire word. Now you've completed the stone lettering, go around everything with the black felt tip to give it a fat outline. Finally, we're going to draw another outline around the whole word, this time using the red felt tip. On the word SLAZ that I'm writing, there's a gap between the L and the A, so I decided to colour it in. Also decided to square off the edges of the outline and colour them in too. I think it looked nicer that way, but it's up to you, whatever you think looks good. We've pretty much finished the piece now. All that remains is to add some additional decoration. So using the red pen, I'm going to add some drips and a little cloud on the side here. And I'm also going to add some bubbles up in the top left corner. Congratulations! You have finished another tutorial. I hope you've learned a lot from this one and enjoyed it. Please tune in to the next one soon to build your skills to the next level. Your next move.